I'm Malcolm Van Delst, and this is an excerpt from Do the Wrong Thing, a book series or extra long novel that opens with a woman trying to kill herself. She says, "I don't know why I tried to do this," and by way of explanation tells her life story. We are in book 4. Working title of that book is Eyes of Different Colors. Last week, Ava's German mother kept mispronouncing Ava's lover, Posey's name. Ava served a cockroach to a customer at Forever and a Day, but cleaned up Posey's house when Posey had a breakdown. This is a continuation of the chapter called The Good, the Bad, and the Posey. Houseworks is a feminist collective, art gallery, and cafe in the hub, the trendy area of Arbor. Is this an upward employment move? I don't know. I'm happy to be working in the fashion-y hip district, and feminist collective is in line with the ideas I picked up at Women's Journal, even though I don't volunteer there anymore. The actual gallery / cafe is huge and windowless with incredibly high ceilings. The kitchen occupies a space behind a half wall, and someone's placed 9 or 10 mismatched wooden tables and chairs around on the front side of that wall for customers. You would never stumble across Houseworks because it's inside a dark mall-like area that includes government and doctors' offices, a convenience store, and a sad little place that sells East Indian textiles and tchotchkes. We're more art gallery than cafe, and whether we want to admit it or not, more charity than business. One of our founders' mothers manages a business that caters and hosts government functions in, well, her space. She's allowed us to share it, and we pay next to nothing in rent. We serve Caribbean food, designed and prepared by Shoshona, a large Trinidadian, in colorful headscarves and matching dresses. Bean soup with coconut and lime, and strange, dense, quiche-like pies with layers of egg, vegetables, and meat. I've never tasted stuff like this before. Foreign, delicious. We only serve lunches, mainly to poker-faced female government workers in the most conservative suits. They must all be lesbian, right? Dressing that conservatively. We exhibit non-offensive political art, textiles, watercolors, and photographs of South American peasants and villages, all done by women that sit on the vast gray walls, like children at a formal dinner party or, I don't know, afterthoughts. These walls demand huge, bold canvases, but all we've got are timid, tiny yelps. No doubt our artists couldn't afford the fabric paint or photographic paper to make larger works, even if they wanted to. My duties are cooking, serving, hanging shows, helping at openings, and because we're a collective, attending all management meetings where we discuss future growth. However, in this setting with our dyed hair and colorful ethnic sweaters and scarves, we're flowers on rock, incapable of rooting. I still volunteer at Video In, though. They have a fundraising party. Music, dancing, tons of people. I haven't been to a party like that since I left Release, and I can't go by myself. I don't know anyone well enough yet. I have to go because I'm on the cleanup detail, so I invite Posey. She won't fit in, but it's better than standing against a wall alone. I put on an unfashionable bright yellow house dress with fruits all over it. It looks like this in the picture, except shorter with a higher neckline, and I don't look near as attractive as the woman in mine. Maybe it's because of my mismatched plastic jewelry. My bracelets are flat, in shape, color, everything. They look like phone plastic, like someone had skinned phones and turned them into bracelets. One is square, about 10 centimeters across and 1 millimeter thick, with a round hole in the middle where my wrist goes through. It's green, kind of yellowy or even browny, a shade or two darker than pastel. If this color were a painting, it'd be a Bosch or a Bacon. No, a Jeff Koons mass market copy or Duchamp's toilet. If the banality of evil were a color, this would be it. It has mate, similar in shape, but rippled, as if cardboard had been very wet, then pressed over a series of wooden dowels about 1/2 inch each in diameter, with about 1/2 inch of space between each one. This one is pink orange or pink brown, also dull and too dark pastel. I suppose the bright yellow of my dress doesn't help the flat color of the bracelets. On my ears, I wear bright yellow disc earrings, and around my neck, a child's toy necklace of translucent pineapples, bananas, apples, and other fruits. I don't know why I'm wearing it or any of what I've got on, really. some attempt to express myself or my feeling that I don't fit in anymore than Posey does, I suppose. My shaved head has started to grow out, so I comb it upwards into a faux hawk, but it's still got long sides instead of shaved. I want to dance. I haven't danced in so long, I don't even remember how. I stand against the wall, self-conscious about Posey, who's talking to all the unpopular video in people. At the end of the night, when we're cleaning up, Posey starts dancing with her mop. I laugh, and then, like a switch has suddenly been flipped, I join her. We twirl around, arms linked, holding our mops in our other hands, letting centrifugal force pull us outwards. Posey sings and cackles loudly, but I don't care. I'm dizzy, laughing and out of my body and head. I don't care. List number 4, Black Athena. 1, Posey tells me about this new controversial book. 2, I buy it at Highbrow, a specialty bookstore in the rich, artsy part of town. 3, I feel like I'm supposed to like this part of town and aspire to live in it, but I don't like it. I'm bored and I feel stifled when I'm here. There's a uniform for the area, East Indian pillbox-like hats, burgundy and gold with embroidery and small mirrors embedded on the sides. Long coats, long hair for the men, and for the women, hair both short and long, but ankle-length flowing dresses. More bohemian than the teachers at the West Release art school I went to, more Indian cotton and less handmade fabrics and dresses, less makeup. Moneyed, but not as moneyed as West Release, I suppose. You have to drink cafe au laits out of brightly colored thick pottery, preferably decorated with cats, and talk a lot, loudly, about philosophy or whatever politically messaged Canada Council funded project you're working on. I do like how the bearded, serious clerk looks at me when I ask for the book, though. Now I feel cutting edge, important in the know, all that. Few people have heard of this book. It only came out several weeks ago, and I'm buying it. The book describes what the author believes to be the Black roots of Western civilization. I'm weirdly proud of Posey when I read it. She is Black Athena, even if her life is one crisis after another. Yes, my roommate Mary calls from behind her bedroom door. Hi, can I talk to you for a minute? Sure, come in. Opening the door, I'm hit with a cloying, suffocating smell like overslept-in bedding and teenage perfume, but not teenage body odor. Mary lowers her book. Her pinched face looks up at me from the mattress on the floor at the other end of her massive, empty bedroom. There's a little pile of women's magazines beside her sleeping situation, along with a cheap lamp with an accordion folded ivory shade over a pink base. The beige gray carpet beneath her, reaching out to me, is thin and rough like you find in an office, an abandoned office. No pictures on her walls, one of which is fake wood paneled and the others wallpapered in delicate pink roses on beige. Hi, money has been going missing from my bedroom. I put a $20 bill in a drawer yesterday and today it's gone. This isn't the first time. Mary's expression doesn't change. I'll talk to Stephen, she says. I'm not quite sure what to say because I'm not accusing her son. I don't know who's taking it. I told him to stay out of your room, she adds. I wasn't accusing, I begin. I'll ground him, she interrupts. He's been having a hard time and I'm working full time. He'll give you your money back. How much should he take? $60. I'll pay you. I stare at Mary and realize that Stephen has done this before. I'm not the first.